Thank you, Mike. After high school, Margaret Carlson did what we all wanted to do. She joined a rock band, she toured the country, and a few years later she kicked rock and roll to the curb and started singing jazz classics with the likes of Gene Hunt, Dick Reynolds, and Frank Mantooth, who arranged the songs on Once in a Blue Moon and her Grammy-nominated CD, This Christmas, My Favorite Things, which I listened to a little bit this afternoon, and it is incredibly awesome, and I've ordered my own copy on Amazon without realizing that she's having it here for sale. So, anyway, sorry, that was a little plug. In more recent years, she has performed with many fine regional orchestras. She operates downtown Geneva's Profusion, serving delicious shakes and her own imitable style of nutritional coaching. You can find out more at margaretcarlson.com and hergoherbalife.com/profusion. Welcome, Margaret.
Mike, great minds think alike, I think. Santa, angel. On December 13th, I woke up angry. I hated my life and everything and everyone around me. Then I got out of bed. I went through all my morning routines. I washed my face, brushed my teeth, threw in a load of laundry, and then forced myself to eat something. I hadn't been able to eat much lately. Later that morning, I brought my daughter to work so I would have a car to run errands if needed. I thought about getting out of the house might help me, and driving her to work and sending her on her way was a positive, right? As that beautiful girl got out of the car and waved goodbye, I still hated my life. I guess it showed in my voice because when I called home to see if there was anything I needed to pick up, my husband said, "Why don't you take your time and go look around in the stores?" I wanted to yell, "Go look around in the stores, like that will make me feel better." I took a deep breath. And after I mentally calmed myself, I said, "Yeah, I'll see you in a little bit." The only thing I could think to do was go to the local grocery store. We always needed something there, so I went. A ritual of mine at this store is to pick up a cart, get a sample of complimentary coffee, and then go to the produce section. While getting my coffee, I looked up, and entering the store was a heavy-set man in dark green pants and a zip-up winter jacket. He had the most beautiful white beard and mustache, with white hair and plump rosy cheeks. On top of his head was a bright red Santa hat. I could only imagine the children in the store just about jumping out of their carts, telling their parents they just saw Santa. I smiled. As I walked around getting whatever it was I thought we might need, I kept thinking about this man, wishing I would see him again. So I wandered down one aisle after another. I peeked around corners, threw something in my cart, and went down another. I checked the next. Nothing. And the next. He wasn't there. I started to think I imagined him. At the end of the aisle, between the milk and egg section, was a woman giving out samples of flavored cream cheese on rounds of toast. And there he was. I went to get a sample. As we stood there tasting the holiday hors d'oeuvres, having polite conversation, I looked at him and said, "Sir, I have to thank you. I've been having a hard day and you make me smile." He looked at me with his rosy cheeks and said, "Now, why is a pretty girl like you having a hard day?" I told him with tears in my eyes I recently lost a sister to cancer. We truly loved each other and I miss her so much. He explained to me how he was the baby of his family and how he had lost all of his siblings over the years and how hard it had been for him. I am the baby too, I thought. Then he told me a story. Years ago, my wife and I went to visit my mother while she was in a nursing home. My mother's roommate was fretting and crying and caring about how she didn't want to die. She was afraid to die. My mother gently patted her on the hand to comfort her and told her how she too was frightened. But she was scared that she was going to have to live longer and stay in this life until she got it right. I threw my head back and laughed out loud. How true, I said. He looked at me and said, "See, you're even prettier when you smile." I smiled again. I wished him a wonderful holiday and thanked him. As I started to walk away, he said to me, "You'll see her again." I turned and looked at him. He said it again with emphasis on will. "You will see her again." Have I ever lied to you before? I walked away smiling, no longer angry. I didn't know if he was an angel sent to help me through this day or just a kind person. Maybe they are one and the same. I never mentioned to this man that I thought he looked like Santa, but I guess he knew. I still have difficult days. When I do, I often think of my Santa and his kind, simple, comforting words. It was the best gift I ever received from old Mr. Claus.